welcome to Cyril Louis, who's joining us today on Titan Talks. Cyril is a 5-time Salesforce MVP. He's a founder at Mavericx, and he is someone who has been collaborating with Titan recently. Cyril, it's an honor to have you here with us today. Can you tell a little bit about your career journey in Salesforce and some of your early influences?
So first of all, thank you for that invitation and for that opportunity. I started in the Salesforce ecosystems since something like 2010. So it's been a long journey. Initially landed in the CRM ecosystem by studying on Oracle. And then I realized that it was quite complex actually to develop and implement fast project on the CRM legacy vendors. But back in the days, Siebel came with what we call a Siebel on demand, where you could deploy a modification on the CRM without coding. It was like a true revolution, and we call it on demand, but it was actually the beginning of what we call now the cloud platform. So when I just realized that, I said, I would like to continue that way. So with all that cloud solution, and I just try to find which vendor was the leader on the CRM and on-demand or cloud solution. And back in the days already, it was Salesforce. So from 2010, I started to focus on Salesforce ecosystem.
Tell me a little bit about your journey at Mavericx. What's Mavericx about, and how does your leadership style contribute to its success?
So at Mavericx, so we are an implementation partner of Salesforce. We are sharing our expertise and our experience with our customers. But this is coming from all the years of implementation of our consultants. It's been a long journey to feel courageous enough to launch the company. I really wanted to bring trust and transparency to my customer, and I wanted also to feel that core value in the company I was launching. So the first thing is regarding the leadership style is being open, being transparent for people working with me internally, but also the customer, but also my partners, Salesforce or other implementation partners or the solution partners like Titan. It's being fair enough and transparent to say we know how to do that or we don't know how to do that. We just want to work together to make your initiative a true success.
What do you think are the key decisions that have shaped your career and got you to this place that you're in now?
I think that one of the key decisions was to rely on mentors. A new career path, if it's new, you have no clue where you are going. So finding a good mentor that can also guide you, coach you, is key. So on my position, one of the main challenge was the imposter syndrome, feeling that I am not expert enough. I still have to learn a lot of things. I'm not ready to start anything. I fear to launch anything. So finding a good mentor that can also guide you, coach you, give some good tips for you to reassure you was a key decision. So if you can, find a good mentor, a good guide. And the second one was to be more involved in the Salesforce ecosystem, so what we call the Trailblazer community. It helped me actually in my position because being involved in those Trailblazer community events, the Salesforce event or what we call the dreaming events, being a speaker helped me to just realize that our customers, our ecosystem was much more expecting tips and tricks and return on experience. They don't need you to be an expert on everything.
Yeah.
But we want to learn from your best practices. And then you will share, and sharing is caring. So then you will see also people ready to help you back. So the day you have a tricky question, you can also rely on that community. And then I just realized with the mentor and the community that there is no barrier, and I could launch my new path. Yeah.
That's really well said. And I think if I were to summarize that, a lot about what you're saying is to be open to collaboration and learning from others, whether that be a mentor or getting involved in a community where you can both give, but also get back some skills.
It's a community. We are not competitors. So on the market, we can be seen as competitors. But actually the brands are competitors. The people can work together. So we will change. We will go in company A and B and C. So we will move. We said it's a small world. So just be keen with everyone, answer any question, and then tomorrow they will also be happy to help you back when it will be needed for you.
Of course, one of the great things about the Salesforce community is all of the wonderful events that go on, from the Dreaming events to Dreamforce to the World Tours. What events do you like the most, and what events are you involved with this year?
Every event, it's great for me, not for the same purpose. So I have different types of targets when I attend an event. When it is the World Tours, it's not really for the content, because the content of Salesforce will be like product announcement, I would say basic marketing presentation of the product. So my goal when I attend a World Tour is connecting with people. So it's networking, connecting with people, connecting with companies, connecting with ISVs, and connecting with my competitors, because we are competitors again on the paper, but on the market, we can work together on different markets, not the same area, not the same countries. So networking is my key target for any World Tours event. This is why I really like to attend them. For the Dreaming events, I have another KPI. It's enjoying the community, because I have for the Dreaming events, so it's an event organized by the community itself, not Salesforce. So the content is really different. We are keen to dig into the topic. We are not afraid to say that part is not the best part, that product is not the best. It's because we love the platform so much that we are not afraid to tell when something is not that good. So for the content, it's really different on the Dreaming events, and the atmosphere also, it's super friendly. So you can connect with different people around the globe. So this is super great. And Dreamforce, so magic. So I used to say it's like Disney World for adult and professional people in the Salesforce ecosystem. Everybody during the week of Dreamforce is so friendly, so happy, always smiling, super easy to connect with. Plus the content is amazing. You have access to great speakers also. So I cannot choose one event.
Sometimes that, more informal connections, that partying can also be a wonderful way to connect with like-minded people in a more relaxed setting and have more informal conversations, which is awesome. So all the great minds of our generation are currently talking about AI. The Salesforce community now, you mentioned Dreamforce and the great speakers. Pretty much everything last year was on AI. And this year we've seen AI become the hot topic. We have the Einstein assistant that's just come out. I think it's you who said that AI is only as good as the data. What's your take on this really hot topic in the ecosystem and the world?
So first, Salesforce is in AI area since I think it was in 2016. So it's been a long time ago. It was much more predictive AI. But now how the fancy topics are around generative AI. It's okay, thanks to OpenAI and the democratization of ChatGPT. So now a lot of people are using it, maybe like daily. So we want to see more use cases where we can apply generative AI on our businesses. So Salesforce, of course, had to jump on generative AI. But that Salesforce, trust is also key core value. And they also highlighted trust on the usage of generative AI. And this is a key differentiator on any integration that you might build with any external LLMs or generative AI solutions.
This is some fascinating points that you've brought up, especially when it comes to generative AI. There are, of course, still concerns about ethics. It's a hot debate. There are, of course, questions about security. Do you think Salesforce is doing a particularly good job when it comes to balancing the integration of generative AI with that trust layer so that people can feel secure at the same time of being able to leverage this new technology?
Exact. Because everything that is new, actually, you have both sides of that innovation. You have the fear of missing out. So you just want to jump on that, said, I don't want to be late on the train. So I need to try to find some use cases on generative AI. On the other hand, you have companies saying, it is brand new. We should pay attention what we are sending to that system. Our data are so critical. We have personal data. We have critical data. So how do we ensure that? And so they're just waiting for the system to be ready. So Salesforce is just providing an additional layer to simplify the transition to the usage of generative AI, but with security. So data security, data encryption, no retention policy, etc., etc.
Yeah,
so it's a facilitator. It's truly a facilitator for new companies to jump on it. And on top of the security layer, as you said, they also come with use cases like the Einstein Copilot the prompt builder that will help you to leverage generative AI.
I'd love also to talk about another really, pressing topic in contemporary times, and that's net zero cloud solutions. How important do you think they are, and how easy is it for businesses to implement them? And what do you think the future of net zero cloud solutions is?
It's a worldwide commitment today that any of its central governments are putting more efforts to control the impact on the ecosystem, on Earth, on the energy, etc. It's the case in the US, in Europe. So we have plenty of action in Asia Pacific. So we have plenty of initiatives where countries are kind of forcing big companies to track their impact and their carbon impact on Earth. Today, not all companies are enforced to do that kind of tracking, but the trend is that everyone will be impacting. So we need a solution that is easy to implement to track the impact that you have on energies. So net zero cloud is quite easy. So you have what we call different scopes, scope 1, 2, 3. And you can start really simple just by analyzing your consumption, how you consume the energy. And the roadmap and the perspective that you can have with net zero cloud. The first one is tracking the data. Based on the data, analyzing the data and take some objectives to reduce your consumption. And based on that, at the end, you have your consumption, then you have actions to reduce. And when you have reduced enough, you can take another type of actions to achieve net zero, because you cannot reduce to 100% because we all need energies. So you will reduce first, and then you will target net zero by buying like positive carbon, so to compensate your consumption. So net zero cloud also have this kind of marketplace where you can support some ecopreneurs. And so you will compensate your carbon. So it's tracking, optimizing, reducing, and then compensate.
Tell me in closing, what do you think is next for Mavericx? What does the future hold? What are some exciting opportunities coming up for you?
I'm always exciting of working on new area. So for next year, my personal target. I'm not saying it's the market trend. It's that I would like to do fun projects that can have an impact. So I would like to do more on net zero clouds. And another one is finding use cases where we can rely on blockchain and maybe NFTs for maybe loyalty programs or something like that. So it's also innovative project. Let's try to find someone who would like to rely on innovation and that trusts us enough to play in that project and have fun. So maybe, and more net zero, still more data cloud, and hopefully use cases with blockchain and NFTs.
Yeah, that's fascinating. I also think that blockchain and NFTs are maybe something that's flown under the radar a little bit with all this AI stuff. And I'm also super interested to see what happens with that trend over the next couple of years. So thank you, Cyril. This has been an absolute pleasure talking with you. To everyone who's going to be watching this, I'm Alice Meyer. We here at Titan are spending 2024 talking to all the greatest MVPs that enrich our community and Salesforce influencers. And been wonderful to chat to you, Cyril. Have a great day.
Thank you. Goodbye.